It's 8 o'clock in the morning, and in Barangay Tagkip, it's time to evacuate. This warning siren means a cyclone is approaching and residents must leave. This time, the emergency is not real, but this kind of exercise is vital to help residents understand what they are exposed to and what they need to do. Jacqueline gathers items and heads to the evacuation center. Because of Typhoon Haiyan, her husband lost his job on a coconut farm. The evacuation drill brings back old memories.
Strong winds started to blow. Then the children got really scared.
When Haiyan hit, many people didn't evacuate, thinking the typhoon wasn't going to be that strong or not knowing what to do.
Now, even if the sun is shining, we'll believe the warning. When Alert 1 is given, we'll start packing because we know that after that we don't have time.
The warning system is structured in a way that residents are given time to prepare, avoiding a last-minute rush. The NGO Accord thoroughly educated residents and volunteers so that people know where to go and who is responsible for what.
There are 6 villages composed of around 400 individuals participating in the community drill. We organize the village. The leaders take each roles in terms of early warning system, in terms of preparing the evacuation center.
I see there's a medical team, for example.
Yes, part of organizing the whole structure and the system for the community to prepare for a scenario like this.
The Philippines adopted a national disaster management law in 2010, but experts say a lot of it was simply on paper. Pierre Prakash from the EU Humanitarian Office explained that Haiyan was a wake-up call. Contingency plans at the village level are now better organized and more realistic.
For disaster risk reduction, you need 2 things. You need community mobilization and trainings, but you also need a structure at the national level. So you're working from the community up, and you're also working from the government level top down to make sure that these linkages exist between the different administrative units, which would be village, district, province, and then governments at the national level. The Philippines is really a model in that regard of having that structure.
Haiyan damaged over 1 million houses and rebuilding required global assistance. The EU helped to finance over 20,000 new homes. We traveled to the village of Bayabas, where the legacy of Haiyan has translated into new building techniques. This village was nearly destroyed by Haiyan and rebuilt the following year. The buildings you see may seem like basic country houses, but in reality, they're built following simple but effective rules that make them more resistant against typhoons. A new building is under construction. Head carpenter Bernardo is part of a group of 35 who had Building Back Better training by NGOs Accord and Care, financed by the EU.
Before, when we built the foundations and the pillars, we didn't put anchors, so during typhoons our houses were easily destroyed. Now, the use of these anchors helps prevent a house from shaking, even if winds blow from different directions.
The pole's base is now made of harder wood, joined with softer coconut wood, which is still used for the rest of the pillar. Houses built like this resisted Typhoon Hagaput in 2014, which was similar in strength to Haiyan. Indy was there inside her new home.
There's a big difference between before and after. Before, the houses were made of bamboo and leaves, and they didn't have bracings and metal straps that keep the pillars and the roof together, helping the houses to be strong.
In spite of the progress, where and how to build remains a challenge, and tens of thousands in Tacloban continue to live in areas the government has designated as no dwelling zones.